Good morning. It's great to have you with us this Wednesday morning. It's just gone after 7 o'clock in Sydney. Our top story this hour, the Coral Princess cruise ship, which is carrying more than 100 COVID-infected people, has docked in Sydney. Julia Bradley is live for us from Circular Quay this morning. Julia, when did it arrive? And can you see any passengers just yet?
Well, the Coral Princess, it arrived here in Sydney just after 6 o'clock this morning, Pete, and I've managed to sing out to a couple of passengers on board who were just leaning over their balconies a short time ago. I asked them when they think that they'll be allowed to disembark the ship, and they said they don't know yet. They're awaiting official word. But what we do know is that New South Wales Premier Dominic Perrottet made it pretty clear yesterday that anyone disembarking the ship today will need to produce a negative rapid antigen test. And we've also got that confirmation from Princess Cruises. They've said that we have worked collaboratively with New South Wales health authorities on arrangements and have agreed that any guests going ashore will again first need to obtain a negative rapid antigen result. So it could be quite a long wait for these passengers while they get all of that sorted. So, Pete, there are 114 crew members on board who have tested positive to COVID and 4 passengers. And we're told that they are all isolated to their rooms, and there are also quite a number of COVID-safe measures in place. So not only do passengers boarding need to be fully vaccinated, but they've also had to undergo regular rapid antigen testing as well. Now, yesterday, a number of passengers, 800 of them, in fact, out of 2,300 on board, they jumped out, they disembarked in Eden on the New South Wales south coast. This was a 5-day cruise beginning in Brisbane, then heading to Eden and then back to Sydney today. So they managed to get out successfully and tour Eden. Those people had to get a negative rapid antigen test to disembark, and they were wearing face masks as well. Now, Pete, this is really the first real test for the cruise ship industry ever since foreign flagged vessels were allowed back into Australia when COVID restrictions were wound back a number of months ago. But it does seem like the virus has been pretty well managed on board, nothing like the Ruby Princess, which is actually the sister ship to the Coral Princess. That outbreak, of course, tied to hundreds of cases and 28 deaths as well. So all in all, it does look like this has been pretty well managed.
Yep, something like this was always going to happen, but the industry has been planning for it precisely. Julia, thank you. We'll talk to you again soon.